Hello everybody, my name is Grimscythe and welcome back to Tower of Time. Alright, we're going to continue through these ruins and see what is here. Let's go on through where we went the first time when we were a child. Gods, what is this? The water is so clear you can practically see through it. It tastes so sweet. The merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. They must be the trees the Lord spoke of. If a merchant would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of water, they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Careful, we do not really know what they might do to you. Take a bite, they're amazing. I'll take your word for it. It's been 20-some years since our Lord came here. At least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. Wonder why the trees cling so close to each other. One large and 5 smaller. Indeed. Treasure! Your champions can find ancient chests scattered around the tower. Depending on their type, they will have a different chance of containing magic, ancient, or relic items. They can also contain crafted crystals and gold. Once you find an item, you can equip it. To do so, click on the inventory icon at the top of the screen. Alright, we found healthy wood staff and 34 gold coins. I don't think we got anybody that's going to use a staff right now. We can look real quick. Let's see. Alright, inventory. Inventory is shared between all your heroes. Each hero has basic equipment, white. When you remove any magic item from your character slot, base gear is automatically equipped. If a given item is restricted by a class, it is marked red. To dismantle an item, drag it to the dismantle icon and confirm. You will gain a small amount of crafting crystals. Alright, we got a dismantle icon here. So if there's anything we don't need, we can get some resources back out of it. So, can either person use the staff? No. Because it's right here and it's in red for people. Alright, so another thing we can look at is our character screen. Here you can adjust your hero's attributes, check their statistics, and choose which skills they should use on the battlefield. Left sidebar lists all your available heroes. Right now, only 2 of them are unlocked. You have 2 attribute points available. Click on the plus/minus icon to check out how the different attributes affect your statistics. Press approve to confirm. Keep in mind, they cannot be refunded. Okay. Now, so we have, for each character, we have might, speed, mastery, and life. Now, might is going to increase our damage output, and we can see this right here. Here's our damage per second and our damage. We'll just directly go up from that. We're getting a 3% damage boost from 1 point of might. And then speed is attack speed, which will also affect our damage per second. We're going to get a 2% attack speed bonus there. And then mastery is going to affect our skill power and our mana regeneration rate. So we get 3% skill power and a 0.10 mana regeneration rate, which is pretty useful. And then life is going to be life just hit points. So we can see that go up right there, 3%. So this guy is kind of my tank. He's my shield guard. I'm going to give him a point in life. And I think we're going to go a point in mastery. Because I think, well, yeah, I think we are, because he's got a heal. And I would like that heal to be back a little more fast. So we're going to go 1 there and 1 there. I'm going to approve that. Alright, now let's take a look at Maud, the marksman. We got, well, she's definitely going to be damage focused, so I think that's going to be my focus here. And I do want a little bit of mastery on her as well. So I'm going to go 1 point there, and since speed seems to be already a primary statistic, I'm going to go a point there. And get a little more damage. Perfect. Now let's look at our skill tree. Skills panel allows you to upgrade your hero's activated abilities. Upgrade of the main skill costs 3 points, adding a booster effect costs 1 point. Boosters can add additional effects to the main skill that cannot be upgraded over the level of the base skill. Unlike attributes, skill levels can be reset at any time and skill points reallocated. At the first level, every hero has 1 skill point. You can upgrade 1 booster effect to try it out. So this we do get to reset. So that's nice. So we could try different builds, or even change based on an encounter, which is great. All right, so we're looking at, if we look at our tank, we've got reinforced armor. Currently, it lasts 60 seconds. If we upgrade, it moves to double that. Unfortunately, that takes 3 points to upgrade the base. And then our branching choices. Here, we're going to get an increase in our elemental statistics. Our armor amount doesn't go up, but we get that bonus elemental resist, which is good. Or we can get additional armor for all party members. That's kind of good. Might be useful when you have a bigger team. As far as create wall goes, we have an impassable wall, and we'll check that out soon. And we can basically increase the meters of the length of the wall. And then if we branch off this side, we got a slowing wall. Wall has a slowing aura, all enemies 20%. That can definitely be useful as well. So not only can it block them, if you can't fully block them, you can slow them down while they're trying to get around. And then our other choice is an impassable. It extends the duration by an additional 10 seconds. So that could be useful. Longer time if you really need to keep somebody blocked out. Alright, and then the other choices, we got a heal, so we can increase the base of our heal by, 40, which is pretty significant. And then Healing Bomb also restores health over time. That can be useful. Or we got additionally restores health to entire party. Now, I've experimented with this, and I think right now I'm going to take the health over time bonus. That's doubling our healing over a hot, and I think that's really good. So we're gonna take that, and we can always change it. So there's no fear of going that way. All right, if we check out Mauve here, we've got fire arrows. So we can basically double the damage output of the fire arrows, and it's 20-second duration. We can branch off, and we gain increase in attack speed by 15%. So that's during the 20 seconds we have an increased attack speed, so that could be really useful. Or each attack slows enemies, which can be useful if we're trying to keep them off of her and we're trying to kite them. Hunter's Mark, we basically increase the damage additional from 25 to 35 and 38%. I'm not sure what this, it's like some sort of max thing there. Greater Mark increases a radius by 1 meter, so that would keep it in that area better. Or we can slow them. While they're inside, they are slowed for 10 seconds after leaving the area. So another way for us to kite if we need to. Arrow Barrage, we can increase the number of projectiles and the damage of each projectile. So that's good. And then we can also branch off, and we get added fire damage, or each arrow blinds for 4 seconds. And I've found this to be very useful, the blinding. However, I'm going to wait until we are a little bit farther before we get the blind. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the attack speed on the fire arrows. Alright, so that's everything in this statistics window, so we got all equipped up now. After your champions walk cautiously on the path, they stop when they hear a strange rattling sound. They're shocked to see a group of skeletal creatures around the corner, running straight at them. Kane and Mauve fumble to get their weapons out in the nick of time. They're not ready for combat. Stop from time to time, enjoy the view, and listen to the music. I don't know what this is right here, but this looks freaky. Like some sort of... He's got a chainsaw hand and a huge ball and chain. Man, that looks dangerous. Alright, so we can position ourselves before combat. We can move wherever we want, and then we doesn't actually start until we hit the start button. So we can see we got 2 portals here where monsters can come in. They can also additionally come in any entrances. So this bridge is probably an option. I can't tell if there's a door over here. There might be. They could also probably come in right here. So we kind of probably want to be central, especially with our archer. So we're going to move over here. Actually, I'm probably going to keep my archer like back tucked away here. We'll have line of sight here, here, and here. The only issue we'll have is if something comes on this side, but we can deal with that as it comes. Alright, so let's get started. And we're going to go. Alright, so we've got, quickly, we've got a combat progress. Excuse me. We can select our targets. We've got an attack indicator range, mana that regenerates. We can also quick select heroes, which is going to be very useful, because this combat is live, there's no pausing. Click on the map to move, skills can be activated. Okay, so we got a quick cast right there, which is nice. Non-walkable terrain is indicated by this icon. Okay. When enemies change their target, this icon appears. So if they have a little scary face, they're trying to go to somebody else. Threat mechanics: damage dealt to enemies generates threat. Enemies attack the hero with the highest threat value. So we have to be careful with who we attack who. If we want like a tank to hold somebody, we won't want somebody else DPSing that necessarily right away. Skills generate 50% of threat value of damage. Melee attacks generate 150% threat value of damage. So melee attackers are going to get the higher threat, in theory. Since the range people have more chances to hit, I guess. Certain skills can have additional threat generation or even force the enemies to attack. Skills, here's a taunt. Depending on type of damage dealt by enemies, physical or elemental, certain heroes are better suited to the main target of enemies. In this case, Kayn, Shield Guard, has a much higher armor than Mauve. That's just a positional number. Okay. Alright, you get enemies in waves. Depending on type of encounter, the number of enemies in each wave is different, as is the type of enemies that spawn. Enemy spawn locations. Combat maps have multiple spawn points. When you come across a new type of battleground, it is a good idea to quickly identify the spawn points and plan your position accordingly. Enemies appear in random spawn points, so each combat encounter, even in the same place, plays differently. Slow mode allows you to control battle. It automatically triggered when you select a skill. Okay? And we can also trigger slow mode by spacebar. And then we get our target lines during slow-mo, so we can see who's attacking who, and maybe try to switch that focus if they're hitting the wrong person. Alright, here we go. So, Mauve, you attack this fool right here. We're not going to burn any mana yet. He's probably going to switch targets. Yep, he just switched targets. That's fine, so we can kite a little bit. Boom. Yes, you go for him, you move in. First one doesn't do too much damage to her. Okay, got another one coming in right there, got one there coming in there. Alright, so what we're going to do right now, so we're going to draw this pumpkin over here. And we're going to focus on this guy here. I got to start using my hotkeys. Alright, so that guy can't do nothing right now. He's blocked. That way we can buy some time. Is anybody else coming in so far? No. So let's get the tank over here. You're switching targets. I'm not sure who you after. You're after him? Good. That's good. Let's move in. Alright, there we go. There we go. Let's go ahead and do a... Yeah, that's excellent. Nice. Alright. We done a little experiment. We didn't use too much skills. And all of our health and mana will regen to full after combat. Even if any dies, as long as you survive the fight, they'll be back up and going again after the fight. Alright, so we won Steel Boots of Quartz. So Quartz is indicating a bonus to armor on that. Okay. And 33 gold coins. Armor negates damage from each hit. It is especially useful against fast-attacking enemies who deal relatively low damage per hit. So armor is just a direct damage reduction. Good to know. What on earth were those things? Walking Dead? What evil is this? Did you see their eyes? I've never witnessed such ruthless efficiency. Look, that arm still twitches, as though driven to attack us still. Yet they fell easily enough to our blade and arrow. Yes, I will need a little time to catch my breath. Look, my hand is shaking. They surely once were human, but how can that which has died rise again? We're lucky I had the sense to make us scout ahead. Lucky? We could have done with another fighter at our side. He has a natural talent for combat. I've never won any sparring match with him, nor did I hear about any other who has. It is as if he had some ability to know what you were thinking before you make a move. Should we go back and tell the Lord about this? Not yet. We have our duty. Let's continue to scout ahead. Agreed. Keep your blade at the ready, then. At the ready! I guess that little bug thing's not there this time. Inside the cave, your champions see the skeletal remains of some animal. Its fractured bones and skulls tell you that it did not die of natural causes. Indeed. These guys. These poor chaps. Looks like they were like trapped in here defending themselves. Is there anything? Statue. Weary this world can be, and so many the hours and men's minds do bore. So lay your hands on Lupulsa's feet and be regaled in the tales of yore. Is this some kind of game? Let me give it a try, who knows? The second, "Aye, tell us the tale," spake the... Gods, I'm losing my mind, did you hear that? What? I did. What is this thing? Put your hands on it again. The fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, "Tell us a tale, that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies." Spake the second, "Aye, tell us a tale." Spake the third, "Aye, I'll tell you a tale." 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men sat around a campfire under the starless skies, patiently awaiting their suppers. As the wind whipped the flames, the fat from the hog roasting over the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, "Tell us a tale, that our minds might be distracted from our grumbling bellies." Spake the second, "Aye, tell us a tale." Spake the third, "I'll tell you a tale." 'Twas a dark and windy night. 3 men sat around a campfire. It just keeps going. Oh, man. The never-ending story. Okay. Quartermaster. Plaque on the wall reads, "Entrance to Quartermaster's office, floors 1 through 3. Quartermaster, eh? Perhaps we'll find something of value in there. The door is open. Let's be careful. It is just a collapsed stairwell. I can't make out the bottom. It must be pretty deep. There's a light shining through, but the space is too narrow for us to squeeze in. You think this is how the skeletons came to the surface? What if the level below is swarming with them? Then we'll deal with them. Their weapons can hardly penetrate my armor. Yes, but I cannot wear it, so you'll need to protect me. My life before yours, Mav, always. You know that." What? Wow. Wow. Wait, is he saying like he'll give his life to protect her, or I don't know. It sounded like he was saying like, "Nope, you are screwed." A strange mechanism stands before your party. There are some letters engraved in his pedestal that reads "Gardens." On the other side, there is another engraving, barely visible, a teleport commissioned by Brachus, master craftsmanship in the year 42 of the 5th era. A teleporter? What did it teleport, and where? Perhaps it is the old tales say that the ancients could move over large distances in the blink of an eye. Apparently so. This one does not seem to be working, though. That's okay, I prefer to use my legs anyway. Reliable and not glowing blue. I don't recognize any of these places. There's no way this cavern can be 14 miles wide. This place must have been a part of the world above at some point. Curious. We know so little of our history. Perhaps we can learn more about where we came from. I'm more interested in where we're going. There's obviously more going on here than we know. I trust our Lord is in a fight, but maybe he's getting us in over our heads here. Our dominion over the land lessens with each passing year. Whoever the power behind this place, it could turn the tide if wielded for good. His quest, and by our oaths our own, is an honorable one. The graveyards are overflowing with the honorable. Indeed. Metal signpost. I think we read that. So. The chasm below the bridge seems to be endless. Your champions can make out some vague structures deep below, but they are too distant to even guess what they might be. Wow, stuff down there. There's a statue again. The Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Do not resist. Another talking statue? What is this place? What is the Sanctum Guardian? I don't know, but it sounds dangerous. I'm really afraid now. Are you too? Of course I am, Mav. But I love the name of honor more than I fear death. I think that thing we saw in the loading screen was a Sanctum Guardian with a chainsaw blade and maul, or ball and chain. This is it, the Crystal Throne Chamber. The architecture is beyond anything I've seen. Those windows glow with golden light, yet it must be past dusk in the world outside now. Do you feel the power emanating from those crystals below? Yes, I do. Let's look for a way down. Alright, here we go. There is another encounter down there. Another group of those undead down below. I'd rather call them risen, as they had risen from the ground. Aye, that name fits them better. They block our passage. There seems to be no way around them. This group is also bigger. Yes, I have faith in us. Let's go. Ho ho ho! You have encountered an enemy group guarding a passage. If you come closer, they will approach you and an encounter screen will be triggered. If you walk out of the control zone, they will slowly revert to their normal position. So you can disengage if need be. I want that shield. Gimme. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Alright, we got Warrior, Adept, Archer, Dead Knight, and Magi Spirit. Look at that thing. Alright. This is going to be a little tougher. We got encounter spot there, there, and probably there as well. So we've only got one in the rear. So we'll probably keep the Archer here and put him there for the moment. And we're just going to go and see where it comes from. Taunt. We don't have taunt yet, I'm pretty sure. So it's telling us taunt, 15 meter radius. Okay. It's showing us how to use fire arrows, which we already did. Healing totem, place a totem for 10 seconds to heals. Ice Storm is an AoE spell that we can place down. Okay. Physical Wave, cone of force damaging all enemies in range. Arrow Beam shoots a willpower arrow and large beam deals damage. Okay, so that's like a big spread. So most of these skills we don't have yet, but we will at some point. It's just going over how different skills are used. We'll see those soon enough. All right, engage this fool right there. All right, he's going to go for the ranger now. Marksman. You. Let's see. We need to do something about this right now. Let's force this one around, and we'll engage this guy here. That gives us a little bit of time to kill that guy before the mage comes around, and then we're gonna bring in and get you over here and distract him. Nope. Let's get out of that. Alright. Let's go for this. You know what? Let's go for a fire. You go. But it'd be nice to get some sort of charge attack with the shield guard. That would be really nice. Alright, we're gonna draw another wall here. Let's try to keep him going over there. And can we barrage? Let's just go ahead and do a barrage. Oh wow, just barrage the hell out of that one guy. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do another one. And we're gonna heal. Boom. I'm loaded on him. Great, you're done. You're done. Okay. I think this might be the last one, actually. What was the... We didn't kill any big guys, did we? Let's do one more. That was the last one. Wow! Destroyed them. Just wrecked their faces. Okay. Steel bassinet of health. Oh, I got those... Oh, I forgot I got that other piece of equipment. I need to put that on. Alright. Enchantments are powerful additions to relic weapons, but are very expensive. You can discover enchanting recipes in more remote locations of the tower. Words. Are you alright? Yes, are you? Yes, I'm fine. Though, when the big one appeared, I was sure we were finished. They are vulnerable to fire. We need to remember that. Yeah, those fire arrows. Just wrecked them. The path to the strange throne lies open. Let's approach. Okay. So, let's see. He can't wear any of that stuff, so this is all for her. So you've got this marksman armor. So we're going to get health bonus. That's going to be nice. And this is just a straight 1 armor upgrade over our steel boots that exist now. So, nice. We're going to hold on to the staff because I'm sure we'll get somebody that can use it eventually. Alright, well, I'm going to put a cut in here. And we'll move on soon enough. But thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.